Happy greetings, everyone. I am Crystal Forman, the owner and educator of Holistic Wellness and Health, where we make healthy living easy, nutritious, delicious, and fun, with a focus on plant-based food and meditation to help you live a healthier, compassionate, and more vibrant life. Today, we are making bok choy and senposai stir-fry, and we're going to serve that with basmati rice. So a lot of people don't know about this beautiful and delicious brassica called senposai. So actually, I just learned about it myself. So I'm going to share this with you. But before we get started, I just want to make sure that you all know that we are still in it to win it for the Adaptive Village Small Grants Program for the $10,000 category. So just make sure you continue to vote and share so that we can win the money to continue our programming in West Baltimore City to show families and youth how easy it is to grow food, how to cook it and preserve it, as well as how to share the food with the communities. So we're going to get started now with our stir fry. So this is our senposai, and it was both the bok choy and the senposai was grown at Strength Enough 2 Farm. This looks a lot like a collard green. This is an awesome cross between a Japanese cabbage, or actually it's technically a mustard green, and European cabbage. So we're going to get started with this. This is a lot more tender, so you can actually eat it raw. So it's not like collards at all. And it doesn't taste like mustard either. Actually, it has a really nice, like not as bitter as a lot of mustard greens. So for this recipe, we're going to use 6 cloves of garlic and just slice it. So I've already peeled it. I'm going to cut off this end here. So if you're here watching live, let me know, say hello. And if you're watching this as a replay, let me know that as well. So right now I'm just going to slice our garlic cloves in just thin slices. If you want to mince it, you can. But I find that when I mince, and I'm going to do this on high heat, the garlic can burn a little faster than I really want it to for this dish. So this is where we are with our slices, and we're going to do that 6 times. I already have the other 5 ready to go, so you don't have to wait for me to slice them all up. I'm going to put our wok here on. And actually, you know what, before I do that, let me show you all how I'm going to slice up this. So we're going to use all of this. A lot of times with collard greens, we do not use the stem because it takes a long time to cook. But for this senposai, we're going to actually slice the stems and get that stir-fried with our garlic. It does not take long to cook at all. That's what I like about a lot of the Asian greens. It doesn't take a whole lot of time for many of them to cook. So you can have a quick, easy meal in no time. So I'm just going to start with the stems here. You get that into our wok. If you don't have a wok, you can use a large pot or frying pan. You need that to work. I'm just going to go ahead and put that right in. And I think you ought to see this before I block the camera view. So usually I'm on the other side, but today I want to use the stove here and give y'all a different angle today. So I'm just slicing it just like I would collards lengthwise. I'm going to stack it, slice again. I have about 1 pound here. Stack it again, and we're just going to chop right through. If you have any questions as you're going through, let me know. Hey, Rosita, how are you today? Thank you so, so much for all that you have done to promote the voting for the grant. You have been sharing every single day, as well as voting every day. So I greatly, greatly appreciate you, and I love you. So thank you. So I'm going to get this on the stove, and I have 1/4 cup of our sesame oil. So I'm using dark sesame oil, just really enough to coat our wok here. And I'm going to turn this up to high. And I'm going to add my sliced garlic right in. So right now we've only put in mostly the stems for our senposai. So like I said, I was just introduced to the senposai, like literally yesterday. I went to the farm to pick up some produce for a cooking demo, and they asked me if I've ever cooked with it, and I said no. Had no idea what it was. So they gave me some. I went home, made it into a stir fry. I could not find any recipes online. Could not find anything. So this is actually new to the United States, but it's been used in a lot of Asian dishes in Asia, especially Japan. So today we're actually combining two Asian greens. So bok choy is actually from China. So we're going to use the bok choy from China, and our simple side is from Japan. Simple side is really closely related to komatsuna, which is a Japanese mustard spinach. So it's actually a hybrid of that and the regular cabbage. So we have our bok choy chopped off the end here. I know the wok is covering, so I'm just going to slice it just like I did our Senposai. All right. So does anyone have any questions as we're going along? Hey, David. Thanks for tuning in, and also thank you for voting every day and sharing it as well. I greatly appreciate you and love you as well. Yes, y'all have been coming through. So I'm going to take the stalk part of this and chop it up and put it in our pan as well. You can eat bok choy raw. I actually have a few recipes on the website that like we have bok choy salad and a few other things. So if you wanted to eat the bok choy raw, you can. One of the things I love about the simple side is that you can use it as a wrap. And for the gardeners and farmers out there, it is a fast growing green. Like those leaves that I just showed you took about 40 days from seed. I mean, amazing, absolutely amazing. And it grows all year long, like in pretty much a lot of different climates. So it grows throughout the summer, and it grows even in the winter. So it's something that you can keep on harvesting. Once you have a plant, keep on harvesting all year, and then get the seed from it and plant again for the following year. You're putting that right in. So you got the hard part, and then we're gonna add cashews. If you are allergic to cashews or nuts, of course you don't have to add it, but it's just gonna add some healthy fat and protein to this meal. We're gonna put a cup of cashew pieces. Cashew pieces are less expensive than whole cashews, but you can use any other nuts that you want. You can also use tofu, tempeh, like whatever protein source you want. Even chickpeas would be really great for this. And I see this. I hear bok choy. I have bok choy. How do you spell the other green that you were using? So it is spelled Senpi as in Paul, Osai. Senposai. Yes. I'll put the cashew down. So it's I have the spelling in the description as well, so just copy and paste it. But yeah, all I saw were a couple of gardeners, like videos of gardeners talking about how awesome it is to grow. And I talked to the farmers as well. So it's like super easy. If you are new to growing, you want to grow something that's going to be quick and easy and can grow pretty much in any type of soil. Get your hands on some Senposai seeds and start growing it. I mean, you saw how big those leaves were, and I'm going to use some of them as wraps for. I'm going to do some chickpea salad and stuff it with stuff the leaves. So I ate some raw today, and it's really, really surprisingly, like it's really good. It's not what I was expecting at first because it looks like a collard green, but it's way better. Yeah. So I'm going to put our leaf part in now, as well as the leaves from our Senposai. And this is going to cook down like other greens. So even though this looks pretty full right now, it's definitely going to cook down. So I'm just going to let that cook down for just a moment before we add our next ingredient, which is a tablespoon of soy sauce. You can also use tamari or low sodium soy sauce. If you like bragg's amino acid, you can use that. As well, if you don't want to have any sodium added to this, you don't have to. A good substitute would be to add a vinegar, like rice vinegar, and that'll help like to add a little more flavor to it, and let you not have to add any sodium if you don't want. And so, let's see. Yes, those leaves were huge. They almost looked like my daddy's collard greens. Yes, I mean, yeah, they're really big. Um, it's amazing like how many greens are really out there, like 100 different varieties of kale. So many different types of mustards out there in general. And when you go to the grocery store, it's so limited. But going to the farmers markets, going to the farm stands, you get to learn about a lot of different produce out there and experience new things. I would say like, I've had many different types of greens out there, and this is like in my top five. I'm really, really, really liking the simple side. I'm hoping more farmers will grow it because this is my first time hearing about anyone in Baltimore growing this particular green. I'm pretty sure it's going to become popular as people try it out. If you want to get your hands on some, and you're in the Baltimore area, you can go to Sprinkle Up 2 Farm in West Baltimore. They are actually having a farmers market tonight. So if you are in the area, you can, right after this live, you can go over there and get yourself some. And after you voted as well, if you voted today, and validate your votes as well so that they actually count. So this is starting to cook down. We're going to add our soy sauce right now. And I'm going to put the top on just so that it cooks a little faster. But if anyone has any questions, are are they good for juicing and blending? I don't know. Like I said, I was just introduced to it. I would say though, after tasting it, I think it would be fine for, so the stems definitely would juice well. I think it would be fine for blending. I wouldn't put a whole lot in. Like I said, it's not like strong like the mustard green. I think it would be fine though for blending. Yeah, I have to try it though. Blend it in some smoothies. Like, I think I would want a smoothie that would have a lot of fruit in it. Unless you really, the people who love green smoothies, yeah, this will work. Both the bok choy and the simple side. Bok choy and a smoothie, I think is definitely doable because it's a lighter flavor. So it'll just add like a lot of fiber. 1 cup of bok choy is only like 10 calories. So it's really low in calories. But also very filling. Both greens are very high in vitamin A and vitamin C. And of course, vitamin A helps with our vision, but it also helps with our skin and our immune system in general. And the vitamin C is an antioxidant, so it helps our immune system. It also helps fight inflammation, which is the start of disease. So let me let you all see this because this is looking really good. So this to me is like a base. This is where I would say this is like the base recipe. From here, you can add whatever you want. So you could add some ginger to this, some fresh ginger. You can add some peppers to it as well. I have my basmati rice already done, so I'm just going to take this up, and it is ready to go. So yeah, like I said, I fixed some earlier just to try it out. Sometimes when I get these things, I have to try it out real quick. I told them that I would go live today to show people how to actually use this, so that they can share it with their CSA members and people at the farm stand today, so they would not look at the green like have no idea. But really, a lot of the greens you can use just like you would anything that you. So if you have a recipe for collard greens, you can use these greens. You have a recipe for Swiss chard, same thing. Yeah. So this here is our finished dish. Yes. So they are cooking down. Yes, I know. So y'all saw how high I had this. So it's cooked down quite a lot here. So just like spinach cooks down a lot, same thing. It's not as bad as spinach though, because you cook down spinach in like a little bit, but it still has a good amount of texture to it, so you're not losing too much. Hey, Miss Ernestine from New York. Thank you for tuning in as well, and you're tuning in on the YouTube channel. So we are broadcasting on Facebook and YouTube. We have the Holistic Wellness and Health YouTube channel, as well as our Facebook page. We also have, and I usually do not broadcast on my personal page. I'm broadcasting on my personal Facebook page as well. But a lot of times we also broadcast on the Black Veg Society's um, Facebook page. So definitely make sure you like all of those pages and you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. But yeah, this is ready. I'm going to feed my family in a few moments and call some other family, make sure they voted, and make sure they validated their votes as well, because some people did not know to do that. So make sure that you know, not just vote, but you actually validate the vote so that it counts. We have until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time today to get the votes in. So I greatly, greatly appreciate you all for helping me to secure this grant for the programming for our youth and families, so I can continue to teach them how to grow food, how to harvest it, how to preserve it, and how to cook it and make it delicious. Very important. So once again, thank you for sharing. Thank you for caring. And I will see you all next time. And I will bring some more spring greens as they are becoming available to me. And yeah, I think that's it. Also, I did want to share, actually, I'm going to put this little bit of this in. So I just picked up my CSA share from Moon Valley Farm. They had this gorgeous, huge bunch of scallions. So I'm actually going to top this dish with our fresh scallions here. So I'll actually go in and do that now so you all can see. But yeah, are there any other questions? I wish I could like send you some like to try this out. Yeah, I'm just gonna add some of this beautiful fresh scallions from our friends over at Moon Valley Farm. And that is that. So once again, thank you all. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for voting. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for caring. I will see you all later. You all stay blessed and take care. Peace and blessings.